Hi everyone, today we are going to be doing a mukbang, and we have tried these tacos once before. I made it with my friend, so yeah, and they were actually pretty fire.
What's it called? Taco de Birria?
Yeah, I think it's queso tacos de Birria. Yeah, and then we got everything. We got beans, we got rice, we got the hot sauce, we got the cilantro and onion, we got, I don't know what this is, the purple onion. Then we got lemons and cucumber and, you know, all that. And then the tacos, and that's it, right? And then we both have our own consomme. And then he's drinking juice and I'm drinking water. So yeah, and we're just gonna be telling you guys a funny story, a quick little story about how we met, right, babe?
Yeah.
So for those people that don't really know us like that, we did meet in 9th grade, right, babe?
Yeah.
So for a lot of people that don't know, I was in foster care, so I kind of moved around a lot, and the school that he was going to was a charter school, so I had actually gotten kicked out of the previous school that I had went to, and then they sent me to his school, which is where I met him. So when I went to the new school, I technically, you know, like I was new, I didn't really know anybody. I didn't know anybody there. But yeah, so how it kind of happened is I was new to the school. Mind you guys, I only went to that school for like a month, huh, babe?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, and if he's not talking, he's still a little shy and he's hungry, so yeah. But
yeah, when I found out about her, like when she showed up, like everybody was talking about her. And I was like, there's a new girl, because there's like, I think like 2 new girls that showed up.
When I went? When I started?
I don't know, but there's just a bunch of new girls that weren't with us. Because from the charter school that we went to, the middle school, like all of like my friends and stuff went to the same high school. So when we went to the same high school, like different people left, and some new girls and some new guys showed up, and you know, it was just different. So everybody was like showing up. And then that's when they say like, oh, a new girl showed up, like probably like in, I don't know, like third week? The 3rd week of the first semester. Third.
Oh.
And then everybody's talking about her. Have you seen her? Have you seen her? And I'm like, no.
Mind you, I didn't know none of that. I mean, I did know. I mean, all I really knew was that everybody was kind of coming up to me.
Yeah, you know how it is when somebody's new, they just want to know about you.
Because it was a little school, that's why.
Yeah, like you could count like the people all over your fingers and shit.
Yeah, it was really little.
And then everybody like kind of knew each other, so when people come in like that's new, they're just like, I guess, I don't know, trying to make friends.
Yeah, they were pretty funny. But it was just new to me because I had gone to another charter school before that, which is the one that I got kicked out of because I wasn't, let's just say I was like troubled for a little while. So when I went there, everybody was just kind of coming up to me. I mean, it was like whatever though. They were nice. I didn't know about minor. All I really knew was that I had a friend, one of my best friends at the time. She had like always told me like, hey, do you know this guy named Minor? Do you know this guy named Minor? He's cute or whatever. And I was like, I don't know a guy named Minor, so I wouldn't really pay attention to it too much. Can I get a napkin, babe? I wouldn't really pay attention to it too much until he slid in my DMs on Facebook. And then I hit her up and I was like, yo, like, is this the guy that you've been talking about? And she was like, yeah, that's him. And yeah, with the conversation just kind of started from there, like.
Yeah, I don't know. I was like, when I first saw her, I remember I was walking through like the hallway, Then I saw her, and then like it's my guy friends at the time. We were just like, oh, there she is, nah. And they were comparing her to some homie that I have.
Ah, don't even.
They're comparing some homies
that really was bothering me though. I'm not gonna lie.
And they said they look like each other, but they're just, I guess, talking about the forehead because they both have big
Dang,
foreheads.
expose me like that and him. Sheesh.
Yeah, but I was pretty much it. They were just, I guess, clowning at her, but you know how guys are. They just.
But not really clowning it in the same way, because the guy that started the whole thing, he was just kind of following me around like since I seen him. So then I was just kind of like, okay, all right, whatever. And I was just kind of like, this guy is really freaking annoying. Like, first off, he's following me. Second of all, he was like telling everybody like, oh yeah, like you look like you guys all agree, right? She looks like him. She looks like him. And I was just kind of like annoyed because it was my first day. I didn't know anybody at the time. I didn't know that my friend Ashley was going there, like, so I didn't know nobody, and I was just kind of annoyed, like, okay, even if you think that I look like him, it's just like, shut up. Yeah. That's how I felt about it. I was like, just shut up, like, cause it was so annoying. Like he would make like little groups outside my class, like, you guys think she looks like him, type of thing, and it was just like, what the heck is his problem?
Sure. Basically had a big crush on you.
I don't know, he was annoying though, cause even afterwards, remember that he would always like take my phone and stuff like that. Like, it was just really annoying. But after he slid into my DMs, I remember going back to school, and I remember telling one of our friends, I'm not gonna put I don't want to really say I don't want to say names, just because I don't know if they're comfortable with us sharing the story, and they were kind of in it. But at the time, we had a friend, and I was going late to class, and I told the guy, I was like just surprisingly, because that was a surprise, like he was walking me back to my class, and he was just like, I was just kind of like, hey, do you know a guy named Minor? And he was just like, yeah. And it was just a coincidence that he was walking from the other side of the hallway, and my friend goes, he's right there, like the guy that you're asking about, that's him. And he was walking toward, excuse me.
Excuse the cat right here.
Excuse me. We're talking. So, what did I say? Oh yeah. So then we just kind of started walking towards each other. Like, meanwhile, my guy friend, the one that I asked him about, you know, like, he was just kind of like, ooh, like, kind of pushing me, kind of like, that's him, like, and I was just kind of like, okay, whatever. So that's the first time that we met, but it was actually like, because we were already talking, we kind of already knew about like a little bit about each other. So when we like ran into each other, that was the first time that we actually like seen him in person, because he had seen me, he knew who I was, but I didn't know who he was. So, and he didn't have like a lot of pictures on Facebook, so I was just kind of like, I don't know who he is. But after that, we hugged, we said like hi, whatever, and I went back to class, and then he went to his class. But then after that is when we started talking, like, and then we started getting to know each other, and then he started walking me home. And mind you, this guy, guys.
Take notes, guys.
No, don't. This guy was so rusty talking to people. Like, I wasn't like a person that went out with a lot of guys either. But this guy was like the worst. Like, one time, me and my friend were walking home. Oh my god, this is so embarrassing, you know, for me, because people are gonna be like, yo, like, you're dumb, why'd you stay with him, you know?
They're like, yo, you got skills like on a whole nother level.
No, that is definitely not true. So what actually happened was, we were walking home one time, and walking home, we would always like, I don't know, like our walks, they had those big old bushes, like the ones that kind of look square. So it was those, and we were walking, it was me, my friend, and him. So we were walking, and he was walking me home, and when I tell you guys, this guy, like, he was trying so hard to get at me, right? But this guy literally, guys, when I tell you, this guy literally picked me up and threw me in the damn bush. Like, and I remember that I was so mad. Like, I remember, because I've always been a person that always says what's on my mind. Like, but that time, I was just so shocked that he did that. Like, I was just shook. I was like, what the hell did he just do to me? Like, he literally just picked me up like a dog and just tossed me, like the scene from Shrek.
And then in my head, it just like, oh shit, I made her speechless. She's more in love with me.
This guy, like, and I remember that Ashley got mad at you. Do you remember? Because you picked me up and you threw me. She was like, what the hell? Like, why would you do that?
I don't know.
Yeah, and then I remember that he was just laughing. Like, so the next day after that, I kept thinking about what he did to me, and I was just so mad and bothered that he did that to me that 2 days later I broke up with him, and I was like, nope, I'm good off with him. Like, he a weirdo. That's what I thought. I was like, he a weirdo. So whatever, like, fast forward, like, he just kind of didn't give up, you know. He was just like, no, like, you're not going nowhere type of thing. Like, he was just obsessed already. Let's just say that. Like, so
I was trying to live my best life. And
no, you weren't. No, you weren't. You weren't even trying to leave me alone.
I was trying to live
so I was just trying to, like,
on school and everything.
Boy, your grades were only up because when I went, so whatever. And I remember that I was just so mad and bothered that he did that. So I was like, I'm done with him. Like, I didn't want anything to do with him anymore, but he was just not letting it go. He was like, no, like, I want to be with you. Like, and I told him that bothered me, and he was just like, okay, like, I'm sorry. Like, I was just playing. Like, so after that, I was like, okay, whatever. And that's when we started moving forward, you know, with our relationship, because I think that's when everything kind of changed, you know?
Yeah.
And then obviously, like, after, like, we did stuff that we weren't really supposed to at the age, but we did it anyway. And like a year later, I was pregnant with my first son, and we were both, well, I was 16 and he was 15 because we're 4 months apart. Like, my birthday's in August and his is the last day of the year. So I was like, that is so weird because I am older than you.
By 4 months.
Yeah. So yeah, like, after that, everything just kind of changed for us, and then we got pregnant with our first kid, and then we did go through so much. Like, we literally started from zero. Like, there was times that we both had to break down $20, you know, and it was for the whole month. Like, we didn't have no help. Like, nothing was handed to us. Like, you know what, like, I'm not gonna say no help because his mom, like, anytime we need her, she's always there. Like, shout out to her, I love her, but she's always there. Like, but my mom was the type of mom that was like, nope, I'm not gonna help you. Like, you did it by yourself, blah blah blah. So I did do it by, like, we did end up doing it all by ourselves, and it was hard because I remember that after, like, that's when all the problems started coming. Remember, like, after we got together, then we got pregnant. Like, that's when all the problems started coming afterwards, because afterwards, like, I was 5 months pregnant. It was just a lot of issues with me and my mom. So him and his dad were actually like, how about you move in with us? And at the time I was just kind of like, okay, like, just give me a little bit of time, let me talk to her. But they didn't wait. Like, they just kind of went and picked me up, and then my mom got mad at me because I didn't even get the chance to talk to her, which I get it now. Like, now that I'm a mom, it's like, I get it. I should have talked to her before even doing all of that. Like, but then, you know, like, that started. At the beginning, like, my pregnancy was cool. Like, my whole pregnancy with Cody, it was fine. The problem just came afterwards, you know, like, with families and their input and blah blah blah, and then the comments of kids having kids, which we get it. We were young, but it's still like we were doing what we had to do. Yeah. Fast forward now we are going on 8 years. 2 kids now. We have a house that's 3 bedrooms, 2 baths. So, like, fast forward all of that. Now we're happy. We're in a good space, and you know, it was definitely hard. Like, super hard. I'm not gonna lie.
I just turned 23.
Yeah. He just turned 23. So technically we got the house when we were both 22, which is pretty good. Like, that's a big achievement, you know? Like, we still obviously want to do more with ourselves, but it's a new life, it's a new chapter for us. Like, started when we, you know, like we moved an hour from everybody, from family, from everyone, like, because we wanted just to be by ourselves. We wanted to do things with our kids by ourselves.
Yeah,
it was hard.
It was hard, like mostly with
it
my
was
dad.
So depressing though.
It was hard mostly with my dad because like there was at a time where, you know, I had so much anger towards him, and then like I like now that I could see that, you know, my thoughts were different now. Like now I know where my anger came from when I was like in middle school. I used to have like really bad anger problems, and I never knew why until I grew up. Like if people stare at me wrong, I used to go, "What's up?" Like, you know. But like even when I was with her, even with like our baby in the bus, I used to get mad. Like, what the fuck? Like, what are you staring at? You know. But like, you know, her talking to me like, you know, you can't be doing this because, you know, the safety of both of us. If something were to happen, if he had a gun or, you know. But at the time, you know, when you're mad, you don't think about all that stuff. But now that when I realize when I have my 2 kids and my wife in the car, like, you know, I gotta like, all right, gotta drive safe, you know, like that. All right, if he's looking right, just ignore it, you know, like.
And for me, it's so different because I feel like I was such a hothead. Like, I was just such a hothead that when I got with him, it was just like so different for me because yeah, he did have anger issues, but let's just say like his issues were way different than me. Like, cause I didn't have anger issues though. I was just a peleonera. Like I grew up fighting. Like my dad literally made me and my brother and my sister like box each other. Like we literally grew up like that. So for me, it wasn't even so much as anger. It was more of
like she was down for her.
Yeah, I was just, yeah, technically I was just like, it is what it is.
Her phrase, she got that smoke, but when she goes up to me, oh,
babe,
oh, I rock her so good.
Babe.
Yeah, like, she said she used to beat up guys and all that. But
so then why did I get kicked out of the school then?
Because the school was strict.
No, but I was fighting with the guy and the girl.
They're so strict that even if you touch someone's hair, you.
And then you know what's so crazy about that little story that he just brought up? Like, I got kicked out of that school because I got in a fight with a guy. Well, it started with the girl, and then her boyfriend got in, and you know, like, it just kind of escalated from there. And like I said, like, I was about my. So if you do something to me, like, that's it. Like, I'm going through it, and I don't care. Like, I don't care about the consequences. I didn't really think about none of that. So when that happened, like, we were literally in class, and me and mine had just been together for a month, and I literally like fought the couple, and I got kicked out. So I was only in that school for a month. Like, yeah. That was technically the.
And it was like in the morning. It was like an advisory class.
It was, yeah. It was literally like 8:30.
Like after it's like a 30-minute class, and then I just come out the room and I was like, minor. They got in a fight. I'm like, oh, like a girl got in a fight with, you know, the guy or whatever. And I'm like, what? And I was heated. I was really heated. And I go downstairs, running to the class, like, what the like, you know, trying to see what's up. And I was so heated, I even ended up going into the principal's office, going off on her, like, what the heck? Where's my girl? Like, where's she at? And I couldn't find her, but they had her like in a room, but she was sitting in the corner. So I looked through the window and I didn't see her, but she was like the very corner.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, and I didn't know who she fought with at the time still. So and he was sitting in the office, and I didn't know it was him. But he was staring at me, but I just thought he was staring at me because I was going crazy.
Yeah, but they were hiding me in the office because I still was trying to get to him. Like, at that time, like, my state of mind was like, this guy really put his hands on me. Like, that was the first time that had ever happened. Like, yeah, I fought many girls, like many. Like, I have a lot of stories about that, and my life was kind of crazy because I was in boot camp, I was in foster care. Like, I literally had a crazy life, but no guy had ever put his hands on me except my brother, because me and my brother would go at it. But no guy had ever put his hands on me except my brother. So when that happened, it was just like an automatic click for me. Like, because now it made me feel like I had to go harder because that was the guy. So, and mind you, technically, like, yeah, it's like the fight did start with the girlfriend, but technically I ended up fighting him, like, and it was just crazy because I remember my friend Angel at the time, rest in peace to him, but I remember my friend Angel at the time, we had the same advisory, and when that happened, like, he was just like, what? Like, because he knew me since middle school, and he knew that I was about it. So when it happened to him, it was just more like, well, that's just how Doris is. Like, and I remember him coming up to me after I got, because mind you, I was the one that got kicked out. Like, technically I got jumped by the couple, but I was the one that got the consequences. So, you know, like, I was kind of like, all right, fuck it, like, and I got kicked out, and they sent me to another school. And I mean, everything, like, I wasn't really tripping about that. Like, my thing, it was just, you know, me and Minor were gonna split up. But even aside from that, like, even when I did go to the other school, like, Minor would still come over to my house, he would pick me up, like, and mind you, when I went to the other school, so when I was pregnant, like, I fought the couple, and I was like 5 weeks pregnant, huh, babe? But I didn't know. Yeah, 3 weeks. I don't know.
You find out after like 2 weeks.
Yeah, I don't know, but the point is that I was already pregnant when the guy fought me. Like, so I was already pregnant. Like, and then they sent me to the other school, and then 2 weeks later, I found out that I was pregnant. But that's gonna be another story time, because that story is different. Like, when I found out, so you know, like, everything kind of just changed. Like, yeah, like we were saying, sorry, but the kids just be coming in and out. But so I was already pregnant when I fought, you know, when the guy fought me or whatever, but I didn't know. And then 2 weeks later I found out I was pregnant, and yeah, that's just kind of how it happened. Everything was really quick, huh, babe? I felt like everything was quick.
Yeah.
Like, and it's funny because then when I went home, and you know, I got kicked out or whatever, like, I told my mom what happened, and my mom was kind of like shocked because I was the one getting kicked out when the guy fought me. Like, it was just crazy. Like, but I think it was because I already had a troubled past, like, and they already knew, because the charter school, I only got in both I guess 3 charter schools, because it was OG, was Luskin, and the number 5. So I got into the 3 charter schools just because I was in foster care, because I had the caseworker that was still kind of on top of me when I went back to my house. Like, so just because I was in the system, like, that's how I got into those schools, because technically they were good schools. Like, I had always gone to regular schools, public schools, like, so it was just very, very different for me. Like, and when the guy fought me, and it was a little school, I was even more shocked. Like, but honestly, thinking about it, I should have just called my brother, and I should have just had him up, because that's a move, babe. Like, that really was. And it's crazy because we've run into him 3 times, right? What has it been, 3 or 2 times after that happened?
Yeah, probably 2 times.
Like 2 times. But this guy still adds me on social media.
Yeah.
Like, for what? Like, you're a weirdo, you fought me. Why would I add you? So yeah, that's kind of how it happened. What you think about the tacos, man?
It's alright, I don't really get to enjoy it every time.
I feel like I'm full, but it's because I wasn't that hungry since to begin with. But yeah, guys, that's our quick little, well, it wasn't that quick, I think, but that's our story on how we met. And yeah, but we have a lot of stories to tell because we've been together so long.
You guys should comment down.
Comment down below.
And
give us ideas.
No, I was gonna say, like, who would you guys think I would have been or like,
for the people that know you?
yeah, for the people that know me, like, been or be where I'm at. I don't know if that makes sense, but
like, where would they have seen you?
Yeah, where would you guys have seen me
years later?
if I wasn't where, like, do you guys think I'll still be in school? You guys think I would have made it in college? Everybody would have thought I made it in college. No, I was pretty bad in school, so.
I don't think so. I don't think it was bad at all.
Like, like, would I be in college? Would I have a good job? Would I just be lazy, or would I be homeless? What you guys
Homeless?
think?
Your mom would never let that happen, okay?
What you guys think?
She would push
Let us
it.
know.
She would have
And
pushed
Happy New Year's, guys.
Oh yeah,
You guys
Happy
have a
New
blessed one.
Year. Happy holidays to everyone. That's why I haven't really been uploading because
No,
of the holidays, and then the 31st is his birthday, the last day of the year, so you know, it's just we've been busy, like, and then we haven't really been home because we've been going out, like, to my sister's house, to your sister's house, like,
yeah.
so it's just kind of been a lot. And then, you know, we have the 2 little kids that are always running around and doing well, they're not running around, they fight. That's what they do.
Man.
Yeah, it's just a big difference because our son is 6 years old going on 7, and then the little one is only 1, so it's a big age gap, and they fight a lot. But yeah, and then it's crazier because my daughter has my attitude. Our daughter has has my attitude, and the boy and the boy has your attitude. So
I don't think he's well, cause he's too.
No, but when he gets angry, he does get angry. Like, and he's a whole nother person. Like,
Nah, beat him up.
No, we don't even hit our kids, so I don't know what he's talking about. But yeah, so we just wanted to do a quick little mukbang, and you know, this is our first time doing it, so
The kids are for sale. If you guys want to claim them.
no thank you. But Daddy, yeah.
Yeah, thank you guys for watching.
Yeah, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And tk you for everybody that does support us and take the time to watch our videos.
Yeah,
But,
we appreciate it.
Yeah, we really do appreciate it. But,
With the COVID-19 and everything, we're just doing this to see how it goes. You know?
yeah. Yeah, and plus I'm a stay-at-home mom, so I don't really got much to do.
Yeah, and I just
Except be with the kids and clean and cook, which I already do. But yeah, guys, that's a quick little mukbang, and we will be filming more videos together. I'm trying to get Minor to get more comfortable in the camera. But yeah, thank you guys for watching.
Thank
bye. Say bye.
Bye.